Hello, it's Rani Yoga Devi, and today's topic is going to be all about what you do when your back starts to feel better after it's been bothering you. So last week I had a twist in my spine, in my lumbar spine, and I had some pain between my shoulder blades because of that as well, because the whole body was not moving properly from the spine. So now I'm starting to feel better, but I still have a little bit of an issue in the low back. So I'm going to take care with making sure that I don't overdo, and that's what everybody should do. So we're going to get started. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale. Nice deep breath in and exhale. And one more time. And exhale. So when you're doing that, you're bringing your arms up over your head. That's opening up your lungs. And when you look up, you're getting a little bit of an arch in your back. And what that does is it starts to strengthen those muscles that have been weak when your back has been sore. So you don't want to overdo that. Normally you do about 10 of those. But if your back has been sore, you only want to do maybe about 3. 3 is enough. So the next thing we're going to do is start to get engaged through the torso a little more. We want to maintain a strength through our core so that we don't do the same thing that we did before, especially if you've done a twist, what I did. So ribs towards your hips, and just bring the ribs towards your hips. And as soon as you do that, you're going to be feeling more engagement through your core. And now you're not going to see my legs until the knee comes up because of the way I've set up the frame. So we're going to take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to bring your knee up and then put it back down again. Inhale, exhale, knee up, put it back down again. Exhale, 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 exhale. So you were retraining the core. So you're exhaling here, inhaling there. And then you can let that movement stop. Now, as soon as you do that, you start lifting your leg. What you're doing, you're starting to arch your back in the opposite direction. So you're getting a little bit of, there's a pigeon that's just come to visit me. Well, there are a whole bunch of them. I think they think I've got food. I don't feed pigeons, by the way. I'm sorry, I don't. Not in the city. If I go into the park, yes, but not in the city where people live, because I don't think that's a good idea. So please don't do that, because you just encourage them to come into areas where people live, where it's harder for them, and it's better that they hunt for their own food. It's better that they go out. And it's better that if they're fed in the park, that's no problem. But in a parking lot, like close to the community center, right next to a bunch of apartment buildings, not a good idea, because then they come on people's balconies and, well, we know what happens there. You know what I'm saying? So now that we've got that done with the legs, we've got them engaged, we've got the core engaged, we're in a better position to be able to have a stable trunk, thus a stable spine. So we're going to do a little work with the arms. So we're going to take a nice deep breath in, bring the arm in front of you, exhale it down. Inhale it up, exhale it down. Inhale it up, exhale it down, inhale it up, exhale it down, and down to the side. Inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale, and one more time each side. That starts to work the biceps and the deltoids and all of that. And what this does, in addition to making you be a little coordinated, almost like if you were belly dancing, and yes, I do belly dance, but the point of doing this right now is more about yoga, because what we want is we want to strengthen the muscles in the upper back, the arms, and coordinate this movement, because when the back has been sore, muscles have been and not moving normally, and you tend to guard while you're healing from a back injury. I know I did. So if you want to do things that come from belly dance to help your shoulders, I'm going to show you this little trick. This is actually some arms that we often use in belly dance. So when we do this in yoga, it's usually like this. and then opposite. And when we do it in belly dance, it becomes a little bit different. So you drop your shoulders down and connect the ribs to the hips. You hold your elbows a little lower than your shoulders and your middle finger is down. So you are then going to lift your shoulder and roll it back and release. Lift your shoulder, roll it back and release. So when I do this, I feel this all the way from my low back right up. Last time we did a bit of an undulation, which is a wonderful thing that comes from belly dance as well. This is very good for strengthening the arms. And I don't know about you, but house cleaning and cooking doesn't strengthen your arms the same way that going into my aquafit class and doing a full yoga session does. So I think it's really important to really consider what's happening with your body and where is it getting weak? Where are you feeling the changes because of being indoors more because of COVID-19? Even though the weather's got nicer, we're still not going out as much because we're still being told to stay inside and only go out if we have to go shopping and things like that. So the next thing I really want to do is a little bit of a rotation of the rib cage and a rotation of the pelvis. So you're not going to see my pelvis as much because this is a little high because of where I'm sitting. But the rotation of the rib cage, you want to think about your ribs right here and bring them forward, bring them back, bring them forward, bring them back, and then come back to the center and bring them side to side. And then make it in a circle, so bring it forward to the side, to the back, to the side, and forward. And then just keep on rotating. And you'll do that in one direction and then the other. And then we're going to do the same thing, rotating from the pelvis. So the pelvis is stable, but you're basically moving your torso. So take a nice deep breath and lengthen through your spine. Exhale, let yourself come forward, look forward and down, and keep everything in a nice straight line. I'm going to inhale to the side and back, and exhale. And then in the opposite side, opposite direction, I should say. And now you can do some cat and dogs. So seated cat and dog is safer than doing hands and knees at this point in time. So we're going to think about lifting the rib cage and looking up. And we're going to exhale, push the back away from you, bring the chin in towards the chest. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And back to the center. So when your body's been guarding, you're also going to be tight through the hips. So that's the next thing you want to do. So I'm going to take my shoes off, right foot. And I'm going to take my right foot and I'm going to bring it into my elbow. And then my other hand, I'm going to bring it around here. And I'm just going to rock the leg from side to side. And this gets into piriformis muscles, so you're stretching and getting some nice movement out of that hip that has been very unhappy for a few days, more than a few days actually. It's about 4 days. And then you want to let that movement stop. Take a hold of your ankle, lengthen that leg, and you can hold it down here and do a point and flex, point and flex, point and flex, and rotate that ankle in one direction and then in the other direction. Bring that foot down, and then the same thing on the other side. And then rocking from side to side once again. My jaw really releases when I do this, especially on the left. So on the left, I must have been holding more than on the right. And you can let that movement stop. Take a hold of that ankle once again, lengthen the leg, hold it underneath of your thigh, and point and flex. And then rotate And then in the opposite direction. So that much for today. Have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. And you might be watching on a different day, but I'm filming it on Sunday anyways. Take care and have yourselves a wonderful week. Bye-bye.